Welcome into the Week 21 Hockey Report. We have a mishmash of news for the Blackhawks universe. This is all presented by Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Tony. We're gonna hop into just a random assortment, just a lot of news, but also a lot of not really breaking news. Nothing I wanted to actually have be the title of this because it is just we're waiting for prospects. We're obviously kind of at the end of our season here. There's only 3 weeks left, 15 games. So I think we just kind of whip around all the news, some prospect stuff, and go from there. Hopefully, you guys are okay with that. First one, Anton Frondell update, of course. Got to talk about him. His team's status in the SHL playoffs. So they are right now in a high stakes best of 3 series, which we don't see that in the NHL. Baseball has that, but we don't get that in the NHL. So it's a best of 3 playoff series, kind of like a play-in round, kind of like they do in basketball in the NBA. I explained it in another video, so feel free to go check that out. But basically, they are tied 1-1 with the Red Hawks. I know that's their name. MIF is their short acronym. So the series is tied 1-1. Next game's win or go home. Game 3, so that third game is Saturday, March 21st at 15:15 Swedish time. I don't know what they call it. I think it's just Swedish time. But that is 9:15 a.m. Central Time. So if you're looking for something to do before March Madness, see if you can stream a Swedish Hockey League playoff game. See Anton Frondell. I think that'd be fun. So a little recap of that. Game 1, they won 3-2 in overtime. Anton Frondell scored the game-winning goal in overtime for his team. And then they lost 2-1. That was on the 19th. So this is the one. Get a little playoff action because a lot of guys on the Blackhawks have absolutely no playoff action. So it'd be nice to have someone with a little high stakes experience coming in. So we'll move on to our next little whip around topic: Hawks defensive facts. So this makes it sound like I'm going to be spitting out, this is their percentage on penalty kills or whatever. This is just a couple fun facts that I've learned this past week. So the Blackhawks against the Minnesota Wild on Tuesday. So the Tuesday matchup, they had 6 defensemen aged 24 years old or younger in their lineup. That's crazy. According to so that was Scott Powers put that out there. He pointed it out, and he said that just might be the lineup going forward. We might be looking at a lot more of that in the future. So I think that's what the Blackhawks are looking for. They're looking to set their lineup basically with this young core, this young defensive core, and move forward. Maybe, change out a piece or two that's not working, but more or less just stick with that and move along. A specific stat for Levshunov, who is also 24, he ranks 3rd among NHL rookie defensemen in points. I apologize. Levshunov is not 24 years old. He has 24 points. He ranks 3rd among NHL rookie defensemen in points behind Matthew Schaefer and Alexander Nikishin. I think I'm saying that right. The guy that pummeled Oliver Moore earlier in the year. So he is 26. Schaefer is 49. Levshunov and Schaefer are the only rookie defensemen with more than 20 assists, though. So I know he's had a weird year for sure, but it is encouraging to see those numbers. If he can just clean up the mistakes, he obviously has the high level production in him. So I think we'll see more of that going forward. Hawks OHL prospects. So I talked about them in an earlier video a few weeks ago. I think I've talked about them on some TikTok, Instagram videos. But our absolute boys in the OHL, Marek Vanacker and Jack Pridham, they're battling back and forth right now for the league lead in goals this season. Vanacker right now leads with 46. Pridham is 45, and that has changed just this week. Back and forth, they each scored 2 goals in their game. So it's been bouncing back and forth. There's only 3 days left of the OHL season. It ends on Sunday. So we'll see. Either way, it sounds like one of these guys for the Blackhawks is going to be leading the OHL in goals scored. The other's going to be in second. That's pretty good. I know the OHL, I've seen some comments that people maybe think that it's not going to translate to the NHL. Sure. There's tons of prospects that we know obviously don't turn out, but I would rather have the guys that are dominating and try them out in the NHL than have the guys that stink in the OHL and then try to stick them into an NHL lineup. So that's just my thought on that. Last, we're going to end with a fun fact you can tell your friends. So did you know this fun fact about Luis Crevier? He is one of only 4 players in the NHL to have multiple 100+ mile an hour shots this year. He leads the league with 5 of them. He has an absolute power clapper. He had his 5th of those shots, I believe it was against the Wild this past Tuesday. So it's encouraging. That's kind of cool. I know, obviously, growing up, there was all those big time shot guys. Zdeno Chara comes to mind. All of those guys that were just ripping clappers from the blue line. So it's cool to have a guy that can rip one on net, especially as we get these young guys in these net front presence eye, perhaps you can say, including Sasha, who loves playing in front of the net. Just slap one into the goalie's chest, hope for a rebound and clean up goal. And maybe that's the key to making the wild card next year. We'll see. But either way, if you're excited for Anton Frondell or really any of this stuff going on, hit that like and hype button. I know it's a tough season, but I know we keep saying it. The future is bright. It's a long tunnel. It's a long tunnel. We will be through it eventually. Just keep the faith. Keep holding out hope. Please share, subscribe. Thank you. I think we got 5 subscribers out this week. That rules. We're 20 away from 200. So please keep sharing, subscribing. Thank you to everyone who's already shared and subscribed. We really appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe again. As always, Blackhawks fans, go Hawks.